Hey guys, it's Emma here, and I have my recent read slash favourite read for September. So, as usual, let's just get right into it. I've got my Goodreads app here on my phone, and I will just read everything I read basically, and where I got it from, and then at the end I will tell you my favourite out of everything I read. As usual, this is not necessarily books that came out in September. This is just books that I read in September, and I just really want to champion some of them and promote them. Ones I found really good and I want other people to know about. Some of them are not as well known because they're maybe from one of my Box of Stories book subscription boxes, or from a charity shop, or just whatever, and I just really want to let you guys know about these really good books I'm reading. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So from the start here, I read a manga from my Kindle Unlimited subscription, and I think I said before I haven't really read a lot of manga on my Kindle before. So this was Toy Story 2, the first one. Obviously, I read the other month, and I think it's kind of cool on the Kindle Unlimited. On my Kindle, it does still read like a manga, so you still have to like read it backwards, which I just think this is really cool that they did that, because they could have easily just done it the correct way, but no, I just thought that was really cool. So anyway, first thing was manga on my Kindle Unlimited subscription, so that was Pixar's Toy Story Volume 2, so it was just the second movie. Another couple of books I read from my Kindle Unlimited subscription, just to make sure I'm getting the use out of that, because that's the thing I'm paying for every month. The start of a series about the Tudor time. So Tudor Dawn and The King's Commoner, The Rise and Fall of Cardinal Wolsey. So they are the first two books in a series, as I say, of basically just around the time of the Tudors. And the next thing I read was from one of my Box of Stories boxes, I think it was, and it's Phoenix Extravagant. Then another one from my Box of Stories is Rewind. And then the new book, yes, book by Quentin Tarantino. He wrote a book. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and that was, I think I just bought that from Waterstones with one of my gift cards. And one of the books I recently had in one of my haul videos, Sleepy Hollow, so that's the book novelisation of that I bought just off Amazon. Another one from one of my Box of Stories boxes, it's One Enchanted Evening, and this was actually written by Anton Dubek from Strictly Come Dancing, which I don't watch, but I do recognise the name. Then another one from my Box of Stories box, The Unpassing. And the last thing I read was the Silence of the Lambs and Red Dragon in one book together, and that was from my mom, because she was getting rid of the books because she was getting them all on her Kindle. So that was all together, and I did finish that on the 1st of October, but most of it I read at the end of September, so I'm including that in my list. Okay, so that is everything I read this month. It's not as much as sometimes I read, but some of the things were bigger books. So my favourite though, out of all of those books, my favourite one was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino. I just absolutely loved it. If you've watched the movie, and I would definitely say watch the movie first before reading this book, because part of and I won't spoil the movie, but the ending of the movie and like the twist at the end, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, is mentioned like really near the start of the book. So you definitely need to watch the movie first, and I would recommend watching it because it is a good movie. It's very long though, but it's a good movie. But this book is also quite long, and you can tell that it's been written by Tarantino because it does really go off on a rambling tangent sometimes, but I really enjoyed it. That didn't bother me. And again, if you've seen the movie, you'll know there is a part in the movie, and again, no spoilers, just there's a part in the movie where Leonardo DiCaprio's character, he's an actor, and he is on set filming something like a Western TV show, and he's like the big bad guy in the Western TV show. But this book really goes so into depth about it, and the whole backstory of the TV show, as in like the backstory of the characters, so it makes it feel like you're actually reading that story. Whereas like quite a few times, because it'll go on for quite a while, and then it'll go back to like the other characters and what they're doing in the book, but then it'll go back to this Western, and it feels like you are just reading a Western book. And a few times I had to remind myself, this bit isn't like real, this is the story of the characters. You're not reading a Western book, but it totally was that. And like, again, that might annoy some people, but I really thought it was just so cool that I would just totally forget what I was reading, and I would just be reading this whole backstory of the show that isn't real. But anyway, there are some funny references and stuff. You know, I think he references himself at one point. But yeah, I really loved it. And as I say, if you liked the movie, I would definitely give it a shot. I don't know if he's going to write anything else, but I'm really glad I got this, and I'm definitely going to keep it. I'm glad I bought the paperback version, so I have a physical copy of it. But anyway, that is it for this one, guys. That was my recent reads and my favourite read for September. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree? Have you read Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Do you like it? Do you not like it? It did get quite a lot of mixed reviews, I think, but the reasons that people didn't like it are some of the reasons that I really liked it. So everyone's entitled to their own opinion though. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I will catch you next time, guys. Bye!